Ahead of us, but let's enjoy it while we've got it, and let's enjoy the sunrise together because it's a true beaut. The Ben Franklin Bridge just glowing this morning with hues of orange and pink, and as we go forward, the sunset and the sunrise, it changes, and it happens through the overnight as we adjust the clocks. This morning's sunrise formally at 7:32 for Philadelphia, and the sunset is just before 6 o'clock at 5:57, and that doesn't happen again until we hit early March. And come tomorrow, the sun sets before 5 p.m. but we've got a lot of sunshine and a lot of time to work with, especially if you have outdoor plans. It's perfect today with a high seasonable at about 63 degrees and tomorrow around 60. It's much cooler than what we've experienced over the past several days, with making a run at record-tying temperatures on Thursday. Yesterday we were still in the 80s for Philadelphia. We are now back to a fall reality. Out the door for Philadelphia about 50 degrees, much cooler through interior South Jersey as Tabernacle has now fallen into the upper 30s, 44 in Toms River, matching that in Wilmington, Delaware. And a little bit warmer in Allentown at about 47. Reading coming in at 50 degrees. Nonetheless, it's a cool start. You'll need the extra layer, maybe the turtleneck like myself, through the afternoon, maybe something to transition out of as we go through time, because it may be a little warm by your standards as temperatures are back in the 60s. We've got a lot of sunshine that'll help it feel a little bit warmer too. Through the overnight, thanks to high pressure being in control, the temperatures are going to fall back to 42 for Philadelphia. So if you think this morning's chilly, we're about 10 degrees cooler come tomorrow morning, and through the outlying areas we've got 30s in the suburbs, even around freezing through the Lehigh Valley. Reading at about 34, 37 degrees tomorrow morning in Pomona. I mentioned high pressure, it's just to the north, and that influences our wind direction. So the call for AccuWeather tomorrow at about 60 degrees. We've got more sunshine to go around before this warm front is just waiting in the wings. It produces a whole lot of wet weather through the central plains. They actually could see rainfall totals 2 to 4 inches. Wouldn't we be lucky to see something like that? Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. What will be the case is we take on a huge ridging pattern, and that sets us up for success when it comes to warmth. If you like that summertime feel, we've got plenty of that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as temperatures are back in the 70s for the day on Tuesday. Your average is around 60 degrees, so we are far from it. In fact, about 15 to 20 degrees above it, even by Wednesday, as we are forecasting right now, record-tying warmth of 79 degrees. Through your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast, much cooler today. The big takeaway is temperatures are back in the 60s. We fall back the extra hour of beauty sleep tonight. Tomorrow, a high around 60 degrees, perfect for the Eagles in town. And by Monday, your high still at about 65. Thanks to the approaching warm front, we'll have a few extra clouds in the mix too. It's nice and dry for voting with a high at about 75 degrees. And by Wednesday, we are tying records, and I think we shatter records, especially through some of the outlying areas too, as we've got temperatures that could approach 80, if not in the low 80s. And then we remain mild. There is a front that moves on through. Remember that warm front I just showed you that lifts on by? There's a cold front that eventually catches up, but by the time it gets to us, the season of the doom and gloom, we don't have any of that through the extended forecast. A lot of sunshine, and today we're seasonable with a high around 63 degrees, but we warm up in a major way by the middle of this upcoming week. In fact, we're forecasting record-tying warmth for Philadelphia right now with a high at about 79 degrees by Wednesday. And speaking of Wednesday, I mentioned tying a record for Philadelphia. I think there's plenty of locations that may actually break records, including Allentown, Reading, even Trenton, and even stretching into Wilmington, Delaware too, with forecasted highs around 80 degrees. Even the Poconos potentially breaking a record, which was originally set at 69 degrees back in 1978. They're coming close to the low 70s as we approach the middle of this upcoming week, and that is not typical of this time of the year. In fact, the first full week of November should have highs right around 60 degrees, and we're just 8 degrees shy of a typical high you would find this week as you're out the door this morning. We've got a brightening horizon from Sky 6, the Ben Franklin Bridge shot for you, but it's still nearly 16 degrees cooler than this time yesterday, and we do have a little bit of a breeze, but we're not anticipating anything as gusty as what we had yesterday. 47 in Trenton, 48 in Chalfont, 52 out in Reading, 51 in Ocean City. You can see the actual vectors behind the temperature map. They're out of the north. That's a cooling wind direction, putting Tabernacle at 39 and even Toms River in the upper 30s as well. Today, region by region, those that stay the coolest further northwest of the I-95 corridor, the Lehigh Valley, Allentown, only in the upper 50s there. Back near average for the first time in several days. We had 81 degrees yesterday. This is about 20 degrees cooler through the afternoon. 63 for Philadelphia, and it's bright on the boards, bright on the sand, about 64 down the shore. Tonight, though, with clear skies and high pressure in control, the temperatures are going to fall very quickly, down to 42 for Philadelphia, 37 in Pemberton, even 36 there in Trenton. Sub-freezing potential there in Allentown with a forecasted low around 31 degrees. If you love to stargaze, we don't have a bright moon out there. Tonight might be the night for you. Tomorrow, as you wake up on your Sunday morning, we've got a lot of sunshine from the start, 30s and 40s to really start off the day, so you might need the extra hot cup of coffee. Already by mid-morning, temperatures around 50 degrees and a lot of sunshine. In fact, the call from AccuWeather for your Sunday, just a 60-degree high, plenty of sunshine, a few clouds through the afternoon, but still rather seasonable. If you are headed to the link tomorrow, kickoff 4:05, and that is just an hour then before sunset. 58 degrees at the start. You'll need a sweatshirt by the fourth quarter as temperatures will be around 50 degrees. Through your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast, 63 today, about 60 for the day tomorrow. And temperatures do build by the middle of next week.